Hey everyone, welcome to Immigrant Boss. This is your destination. If you're an immigrant in the US, UK, Canada, or anywhere in the world aspiring for greatness, today we're hanging out to talk about the top 10 immigrant bosses. Real people like you who left home, chased massive dreams, and totally crushed it in foreign lands. These stories are not just inspiring, they are meant for you. Over the next 10 minutes, we will explore their journeys. And trust me, by the end, you'll be itching to start your own thing. Ready to be inspired? Let's begin. Alright, let's start with number 10, Elon Musk. Picture this, you're a kid from South Africa, moving to Canada, then the US, with almost nothing in your pocket. That was Elon. No cash, no big connections, just a head full of wild ideas. So what does he do? Lives on $1 a day, teaches himself coding, and goes all in on crazy risks, like nearly losing it all with SpaceX. But here's the thing, he dreamed of electric cars and Mars, and now he's got Tesla, SpaceX, and billions. You've got a big dream too, right? Maybe it feels nuts, but Elon's saying, go for it. Back it up with everything you've got. What's that one idea you can't stop thinking about? Tell me later in the comments. Number 9. Hamdi Ulukaya. Imagine you're from a tiny Turkish village herding sheep, and then you land in the US barely speaking English. That's Hamdi. Tough spot, right? But he finds this rundown yogurt factory, takes a loan, hires folks like him, immigrants, and makes chobani, that creamy Greek yogurt you've probably tried. It's affordable, real, and he's all about helping refugees too. Now he's a billionaire. You've got something special from where you're from, don't you? That's your gold. Use it to make something awesome. What's one thing from home you could turn into a business? Okay, number 8. Tan Le. You're a kid escaping Vietnam on a shaky boat, landing in Australia with zilch. That's Tan's story. No money, no English, feeling totally out of place, but she doesn't give up. She hits the books, dives into tech, and starts Emotive, making headsets that read your brain. She's a big deal now because she turned her tough start into something wild. You've been through hard stuff too, huh? That's your strength. Use it to build something no one's seen before. What's one struggle you could flip into a win? Number 7. Sergey Brin. You're 6, leaving Russia with your family, dodging Soviet chaos, landing in the US. That's Sergey. New culture, new everything. He figures it out with his math smarts, teams up with Larry Page, and bam, Google's born in a dorm room. He made searching the world's info so easy, and now he's a billionaire. You see stuff differently too, don't you? That's your edge. Spot something others miss. What's one thing you notice that could be better where you are? Number 6. Do Won Chang. You're from South Korea, hitting the US in '81 with no money, no English, working 3 jobs to survive. That's Do Won. He saves every dime, opens a little shop with his wife, and turns it into Forever 21. Cheap, trendy clothes for young folks, now a global name. You're hustling too, right? Start small, keep going. It adds up. What's one tiny step you could take today toward your dream? Number 5. Jankum. You're a teen from Ukraine, moving to the US on welfare, feeling broke and out of place. That's Jan. He teaches himself coding, lands at Yahoo, then builds WhatsApp. Simple, free messaging that sells for $19 billion to Facebook. You don't need a big start either. Just fix something that annoys you. What's one thing bugging you that you could solve? Number 4. Andrew and Peggy Chen. You're coming from China to the US in the 60s with almost nothing. That's Andrew and Peggy. Fitting into the food world isn't easy, but Andrew and Peggy mix Chinese flavors with American fast food, and Panda Express takes off. billions big. Fast, tasty, Chinese, American fusion. Now it's $1 billion chain. You got your own mix, don't you? Blend it with what people need around you. Boom, magic. What's something from your culture you could tweak for here? Number 3. Mike Cannon-Brookes. Your grandparents left the UK for Australia, and you're growing up there with big ideas. That's Mike. He starts Atlassian with just $10,000 on credit, builds it from nothing, and now Jira and Trello help teams everywhere. He's a billionaire. You don't need cash to kick off, just a fix for something broken. What's one thing you could make better right now? Number 2. Jose Andres. You're from Spain, landing in the US with a love for food. That's Jose. Standing out in a packed food scene is rough, but he brings tapas to the table, then feeds millions in disasters with World Central Kitchen. It's food with heart, and he's an icon. You got passion, too. Use it to help people, and the rest follows. What's one way you could serve others with what you love? Number 1. Arianna Huffington. You're from Greece heading to the US via the UK with a writing dream. That's Arianna. Her accent and the boys club in media push back, but she writes books, jumps to digital and starts the Huffington Post, news with soul. Later she sold it for $315 million. You've got a voice too, don't hide it, shout it. What's one story you're dying to tell? So, there's your top 10 immigrant bosses. They started broke, faced big hurdles, and still built empires. Yogurt, brain tech, search engines, fast fashion, messaging, food fusion, team tools, crisis meals, and bold media. They turned tough times into wins, and you can too. No matter where you're from, the UAE, UK, Canada, Australia, or even Mars in the future, you've got your own mix. Where you're from, where you are now. What's holding you back today? How can you flip it into your big break? Share it with us. Let's hear your dream. Hit that subscribe button, tap the bell. We're in this together. Next time, I've got more tricks to get your dream rolling. Until then, you've got this. Go dream big.